Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What it do, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast. www.hoodtechproductions.com. Check out the merch, baby. This is HoodCast 352, the day after Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, too. A day late, but yo, it's here. Bringing the co-host in. William Biggums is back.
What's up, people? How y'all feeling?
William Biggums is back, and the queen of pettiness is not here.
Yep, we're gonna be missing Jen tonight, but it's me and G-Mac.
Yep. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. I missed y'all on Thursday, but I had to go do my graduation duties.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So,
say favorite to the alumni. Say favorite to the alumni.
Yeah, congratulations to all 8 graduates. It was a lot of them, and it was a long 2 days of graduation.
Dang, that sounds like Central.
No. It was Central Times 100. Because you got 14 schools in the university, got 14 different colleges. They all have their own individual graduations.
Really?
Yeah. And then they do the large commencement graduation. That's the one that President Biden spoke at on Saturday. But that previous Friday, yeah, that's the one he spoke at on Saturday. That Friday was the individual schools. So you had multiple schools graduating in Bird Gym. So they were rotating different groups out. I was there for the School of Business graduation. And that was crazy. The seats was full all the way around. You would have thought they was having a fucking Lakers game or something in that joint. It was packed. It was straight up packed. And then they had the nerve to have VIP seating in the first 4 rows or whatever. Row F down was VIP. So they had us all packed up in that joint. And tickets was crazy. They had the graduates had to be there at like 7:45 in the morning. So Cass was up mad early to get on campus. There was a commencement prayer breakfast with the interfaith groups. The president of the college spoke there. So that was at like 8 or something like that. And then the School of Business graduation wasn't even going to be until like 10, almost 11. But we was on campus at 7:30, bro. So I mean, I was up at 6 to get on campus, to get there by 7. It was, and the night before that was the graduation dinner from like 6 to 10. They had speakers there. Oh, it was dope too, because the brother that bought the Fuddruckers franchise, he was like a guest speaker.
The who franchise?
You know, the Fuddrucker hamburger franchise. It's like an East Coast thing, I guess. They don't have them down in Little Rock. I don't even know if they're in New York, but
they're not. I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, Fuddruckers, it's like you go in, you order your burger, but then you put on all the toppings and shit you want. It's crazy. The burger's pretty good. They used to have one downtown DC, but the franchise itself had got into some financial trouble, I guess. So they started closing some of the franchises. And so this brother, Mr. Perkins, he was in the food management service business, and he gave his whole story, whatever. But he's a graduate from Howard's executive master's program. So he had came back as an adjunct professor, so he was teaching business classes there as well. But in the meantime, my man had went out and built a successful food management service that was multi-million-dollar business. So when the Fuddruckers chain was up for sale, he bought it. And my man is the only African American to ever own a hamburger franchise. Not own a franchise, not like owning your own McDonald's. He owns the whole business. Right. Other franchises buy from him. And so now he's managing and he's bringing the Fuddruckers brand back, And then they had another brother there, which was very unusual. I don't even want to get into it, but he had worked in beer. According to them, this is the man that invented the 40 ounce. Yeah, bro, that's the same face I made. I was like, what?
Shouldn't he be like 80, 100 or something?
No. Remember,
Well, they've been doing 40 since the 70s.
No, but you remember they used to have. Remember when we was kids, they had quarts. You know the big bottle they got narrow.
Quart 45.
Yeah. He's the one. He's the one that brought Colt 45 out.
English boy.
Right, but I'm saying, well, when I was a little kid, I can't get no much older. When I was a little kid, they didn't have 40s. They had quarts. Yeah, they had quarts. They didn't have 40 ounces. They had quarts. By the time you were 18, or even aware of buying liquor, they had 40s then.
But they had 40s when I was a kid. I can remember.
The 70s.
Maybe they. I thought they were 40s, but maybe they were quarts. No,
well, they had. Remember, you used to have the bottle. It was like a big bottle at the bottom, and it came up to a little narrow neck.
Yeah,
those were quarts. Those weren't 40 ounces. They were quarts. Okay, I remember my grandparents. They had a restaurant. They used to sell beer. Cats would come in there, order a quart of beer, and get like 4 cups, and they go sit around the table and drink this quart of beer like it was champagne or something, pouring it up in these little cups. But now, when I didn't even know what a 40 was. Till I came to Howard in '88. I'm sure they were out there, but I didn't drink beer. I was a kid. I wasn't drinking no beer. They were out before '88 of sort, but I wasn't drinking no beer and stuff then. And we would go to the store, this little Asian joint, store around the corner from my dorm. This dude would sell us beer. I mean, we were 18, and I think at the time legal age for buying beer was 18, but you couldn't buy hard liquor till you was 21 or some shit like that. Dude was selling beer to all the college kids, 18 and up. He was selling them beer. But anyway, dude was telling a story about how he was working for all these politicians in Chicago or whatever. And then somebody said, yo, you got great personality, you should be in marketing. So they introduced him to the, the company that, Morris, the company that makes all the cigarettes, Philip Morris, whatever it's called. And they had a liquor division. So he ended up working with Miller Lite, with the Miller Company, Miller Brewing Company.
Right.
While working with them, he said he came up with this marketing campaign, and he came up with 40-ounce bottles, and he actually marketed them to a youth market. And so he was telling about they had bought this little small company, this little small brewing company up in the mountains of Colorado, and it was Coors.
He bought Coors.
He didn't buy it, but the Miller Brewing Company, the company he worked for.
Right. I'm about to say, because boy, look.
No, but they got a deal. They did a deal with Coors. So with Coors came along later on. Colt 45. Colt 45 was like one of the first malt liquors.
Yeah,
one of the
Billy
first.
D. Williams, boy.
Right. He's the guy that got Billy D. Williams to be the spokesperson for Colt 45.
Oh, okay.
He was also the dude that put 40-ounce bottles in videos with Biggie and Tupac. And he was like, now the crazy thing is, before he started speaking, he was saying stuff like, well, I'm a pastor now. And I was just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So when as he was talking and telling the story, me, it's hard. I ain't got no poker face. How I feel is it's gonna come out. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, does this dude realize that he's telling us that he's the one that pumped poison in our communities?
Oh man,
like
it remind me how you saw Black Dynamite.
Right, exactly. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, so before you, there was no 40s. And there was no malt liquor being pumped in the hood.
Man, you have to do it like that.
And I
Is your brother? Is your brother?
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's what made it worse. So I turned to the lady at the table and I was just like, "Does he realize what he's saying?" And she was like, "I don't even think he realized what he's saying." And then I looked around the room, and as he kept talking, and he got to a part where he was like, "Yeah, we generated $31 billion in income, in revenue." Bigger than General Motors at the time. And I was just like, I'm talking, he's so proud of it, what he's accomplished. And the people in the room are like this. I mean, mouths open. Like, bro, do you know that's like what you're telling us right now is against everything as a Howard student that we even stood for. Like, bro, we was telling people to get poison out of our neighborhoods. Like, how they don't have liquor stores in white neighborhoods. They got wine and spirits.
I know, but I mean, it's beer, bro. I mean,
no.
Something.
The thing about malt liquor is it was a stronger alcohol content than regular beer. It wasn't just the size of the beer. It was the content of the beer. That shit was like highly toxic, highly addictive. You had cats that, I ain't gonna say it's his fault. I mean, what you do and what you consume, that's on you.
Right.
You smoke crack, you want to do cocaine, whatever. Nobody's making you do that stuff.
Right.
But it's a lot easier not to do it if it's not introduced into your environment.
I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't never been.
Beer was did that to niggas. You know, see what I'm saying?
Not just
Like-
beer, but I'm talking about that malt liquor. That was the difference. Malt liquor, bro. And malt liquor, that shit was. Ooh.
I guess I must got alcoholism bad in my family because my liquor just beer to me.
What? No, it ain't. I mean, if you drink a Budweiser and then you go drink a 40-ounce 8-ball, yeah, there's a difference. Remember St. Ides?
Ooh, boy, that's my shit. Say that, especially, bro. I remember when we were 18, and it's not there no more, so I can say this world. Across from Flinders Mill College used to be a yellow liquor store.
Yeah, I remember that little yellow building.
You know, yo, me and my homeboys, I think I probably was the oldest one at 19. Hold up, I wasn't even 19 yet. It was me and like 5 at home. We would pull up at the
little drive
through.
Yeah, I remember that little yellow
building.
building.
Our special brews in the 40 ounces. I'm talking about they had like the purple cherry and the pink lemonade and all different stuff. Everybody, it'll be 5 of us. Everybody would get their own flavor. And then just like you said, with the cups, pass it around and get twisted. I'm talking about
right.
18,
And it was a cheap
17,
drink. It was a cheap.
16,
It was cheap.
Yeah.
And see, that's what most people be missing about like crack. Crack took off. 1, because it was strong and highly addictive, but 2, it was cheap.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Of the shit.
Right. Like cats in the hood couldn't afford to go out and buy a gram of coke or go out, but they could buy a $10 rock.
Right.
So now you made a bad thing accessible, basically. Now, who chooses to access it? That's on them. That's personal responsibility goes both ways. See what I'm saying? It goes both ways. You can't blame the manufacturer. You know what I'm saying? It's like the opioid crisis. You're like, all these people hooked on opioids, but they wouldn't be hooked on them if they weren't available.
Right.
If they weren't available.
It's not even about that they're available. It's that they're here and you got them, but we can't have them.
Yeah, but not only that, but I'm saying you can have them, but a company came up with, it's like cigarettes. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a highly addictive substance. You made it available. And a cigarette is not the same as just a tobacco leaf. There's so many more chemicals in a cigarette than just tobacco.
Well, yo, them tobacco leaves, they strong too, bro.
Yeah, they're strong. Nicotine is nicotine.
That's what Fanta is.
Yeah, the nicotine is nicotine. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. When you're talking about the Alzheimer's, you're talking about the formaldehyde. You're talking about the menthol that they put in cigarettes. Remember when I used to smoke cigarettes? I stopped smoking menthol cigarettes.
Check it. I did not know this, bro. I don't live there. Do you not know, world, in California, the state of California, they are not allowed to sell menthol cigarettes? Because
the shit's got fiberglass in them.
Yeah, but I mean, cigarettes gonna have the shit in them anyway. It's gonna have a lot of shit, but
a lot of shit in them. True.
When I went to California for spring break, one of my cousins was there, and her boyfriend was there, so he smoked cigarettes. Of course, Newports.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Me and my boys who was at the liquor store, we going by this and grab me some cigarettes. It's okay. So I walk up because it was like, yo, man, we were trying to get Newports. Here. We couldn't find any. Well, he had to get some Newport Reds or whatever. I'm like, wow, for real? I mean, cigarettes here. I'm thinking maybe they went to the wrong place. Shit, no. So I go up, of course, it's this cutie, working at the thing. I had to slide up on her. Like, what's up, baby? See what I'm saying? I need a pack of Newports.
You trying to finesse her into selling you what she already sell.
Right. Oh, baby, I need some Newport. I need some Newports. She gave me the shit that you done raised. I thought about you. I'm like, no, it's not what I want.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? I said, I need some menthol. We can't sell menthol here. Just stay. I said, for real? I'm like, wow. I didn't think they.
So they don't want to ban cigarettes because that's too much money. So they want to give you a healthier option and take away the menthol.
Wow.
But I went from smoking. My first cigarette was a Cool Filter King because my dad.
Well, I know, right?
That was my first cigarette. That's the first cigarette I ever smoked, was a Cool Filter King. And so when I went away to college,
me too.
When you get away to college, you're away from home. Especially in my case, I was 1,500 miles from home.
Right.
And it dawned on me one day, like, my parents can't really tell me what to do. It just hit me like they're not standing right here. They're not gonna know. I can just do what I want to do. That's when personal responsibility really kicks in or runs off.
When
So-
you're young like that, you really don't have.
Yeah, I had one of them mini college nights where you broke as hell and ain't got no money. Everybody out kicking it. You sitting around like, man, I want to at least get fucked up. I'm stuck in the crib. I ain't really got cable. I'm watching basic TV. Nah, fuck it. I'm go across the street to this little liquor. Well, even liquor store, just a corner store across from my apartment. Go to the little joint. I go in that joint and bought my first pack. I bought my first pack of Cool Filter Kings, and I smoked. I think I was 21 when I bought them joints, and I smoked cigarettes until I was 40 something. It was just 30 years of smoking cigarettes. But my cigarette smoking evolved. When I got into smoking them, I was smoking Cools. But then I used to go to Georgetown Tobacco, and they had all these fucking cigarettes I'd never heard of. You know me, I'm Mr. Experiment. I'm like, ooh, what's the try some of these? Some of those. And back then, a pack of cigarettes was like $5 or some shit. Because literally, I was broke as fuck. I had like 20 bucks. So
that much, really?
Right, it was cheap. So I went, like I said, I went over there. I bought a 40 ounce. I bought a 40 ounce of liquor and a pack of cigarettes. That was gonna be my weekend kicking, because you can reseal the top on your 40. You didn't have to drink it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at the crib, like got a little cup, pour me up a little, got me a cigarette, my windows open, got my little TV on. I'm in my little room and whatnot, drinking, smoking, trying to have the best time I can by myself. And at the time, I had a phone, but we didn't have cell phones back then, so people wasn't home. I trying to call my boys. Everybody's out. I'm broke, so I'm like, I'm at the crib. I ain't got to work, so I'm sitting up in this joint. And from that point on, dude, I literally became. That's when my addiction with nicotine started. And I smoked cigarettes up until 2014. Mm-hmm. When I started smoking cigars, I stopped smoking cigarettes, and because I realized I could smoke a cigar, and I wasn't smoking a pack a day, but I didn't have to smoke one every day.
Right.
It just, I don't know, my nicotine addiction kind of went down. Most HoodCast, y'all see me, I'm smoking a cigar, but that's.
But you do know that nicotine is cigar too, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, if you sit down and smoke a whole cigar, a whole 50 gauge cigar, you might as well sit down and smoke damn near a whole pack of cigarettes.
Yep. If you sit there and smoke, like, you know how some people can like smoke a cigarette and it'd be over like within 4 or 5 puffs.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a cigar. You try to
do
that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't fucking end up like, oh, I'm high.
I literally will light a cigar today, smoke it, quarter, almost half. I'll put that shit in the ashtray and come back for it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that's if time permits. My day get busy. I look around. I hadn't smoked, but it don't have me like when I used to smoke cigarettes, bro. I would smoke in the office. I was going out every 2 hours smoking a cigarette. Mm-hmm. If I had to, when I was, I had a contract I was on. I was actually on site, dude. If I had to go from building to building, depending on what I was doing, I would smoke a cigarette walking between buildings. Damn near a whole cigarette from one building to the next, and them buildings wasn't even 100 yards apart.
So how many? How many cigarettes did you smoke a day? A pack?
I used to smoke a pack and a half a day.
Shit,
so I smoked like 30 cigarettes a day.
Never did. When I smoked cigarettes, I smoked cigarettes for a long time. I don't think I could smoke over a pack a day or half a pack a day.
I see, man. My problem was if I got on a phone call, I was gonna smoke 4 cigarettes in the course of that phone call. Ain't but 20 in the pack. Don't let me get 5 phone calls that day. I'm gonna fuck around, smoke that pack, and gotta go get some more. If I got meetings and shit, and I'm gonna be outside or whatever. If I'm gonna be outside somewhere I can smoke, or I used to go to bars. You go to bars, you drinking, you smoking.
Right. Yo, I can't fathom how people can smoke 3-4 packs a day, bro.
Dude, them people trying to kill themselves, bro. But them also.
How even can you do that though? I'm just like,
they ain't doing nothing else. Like a big part of me, like quitting cigarettes was a big part of me cutting back on nicotine period was working out. I got to a point where, like now, you know how you can be in a car and somebody drive by you and they smoking weed, you just smell it like they damn near in the car with you. Especially if you're at a stop sign or whatever, stoplight, and they just blowing. Now, because I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, I smell a cigarette, I be like, oh.
Me too, bro. Me too.
I can't stand it, bro.
That's how I know. Because you know how like some people will stop smoking and they get back at it.
I can't
get back at it now because I smell. I'm like, damn. I can't even stand. I hate to say. I don't like to say nothing to nobody. I don't even look. But I'm like, because I'll be like, I feel like I'm a
hypocrite.
Or something. You said a hypocrite,
dude. I try not to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Like, man, you smoke, because I got friends that when we all used to smoke. My boy Chuck, when I started smoking, I lived in an apartment on the first floor. He lived on the second floor, right above me. And we used to pass each other cigarettes through the window from apartment to apartment. Like he would drop one down on the string or whatever. That's how bad we smoked. Right. We would meet out in the playground in the back. It was a playground behind us by our apartment. We would sit back there in the evening, man, and probably burn through a whole pack of cigarettes, bro.
Wow.
Literally smoked 10 cigarettes each. You know what I'm saying? We was broke. We'd go in half on a 6-pack and a pack of whatever. But I went from smoking menthols because I started developing this cough that was nasty little and I was spitting up, like my phlegm was looking super ugly. Right. So somebody was like, man, why don't you get out the menthols, man? Just start smoking, regular. So I started and quiet as kept was a white dude I used to work with. He smoked Marlboros. When I was in New York, he smoked Marlboros. So I borrowed a cigarette from him. I was like, this ain't too bad, because I used to be like, I can't fuck with this. Now menthol, this shit's nasty. I used to smoke Marlboros. Then on my quest to do better, somebody put me up on Indian cigarettes, the little yellow pack joints.
Ooh, the beaties.
No, not beaties. It was oh shit, I think we just crossed our mark, bro. We officially fucked out 20 minutes of these, 22 minutes of these folks' time. Let's play some music and we'll come back and talk about our addictions more.
Right. Hey, and I ain't even mean to do that. The computer did it like
he was like, time to play music, nigga.
Yeah, world. We'll be right back. We're gonna play a couple of videos. You know what I'm saying? It's a video day because I'm kind of lazy with the music. You see what
Let's
I'm saying?
go.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Sweet yams, show me the way, 'cause I've got bills to pay. Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams, show me the way, 'cause I've got bills to pay.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. The HoodCast.
Yeah. Arkansas Bow. Step into your greatness. DJ Payne 1. Route for me to take, but I didn't want to pursue it. For me, it's tranquility, mama. I want to do music. Man, and she supported me. A lot of folk didn't believe in me. I could have displayed paintings in many galleries easily. Now I paint pictures with wording for all of y'all to see. I'm still an artist, just not the type that y'all thought I'd be. One time mama came to a show and couldn't believe her eyes. My first performance in front of her, she was quite surprised. She said, it's crazy how your peers want to be close to you. Go for it, baby, see this here what you supposed to do. Those words from her took me plenty far, man, for what it's worth. I told myself I'ma stay at it till I leave this earth. No lavish crib and no, I still ain't got that fancy car. But I'ma get it, 'cause my mama told me I'm a star.
Step into your greatness.
Shout out to him, see what we up to.
Yo, that's my dude right there, y'all.
Yeah, that's my man. I like that dude too. He's dope.
Like I listen to some local artists. Well, I'm not local there no more, but they're still local to me. You see what I'm saying? I support some people. It's some people he like Arkansas artists. He like my top 5.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're an arrogant motherfucker too, boy.
Yeah, when you good,
way because he was homeless, and a lot of world don't know. And the point recently, I was homeless for almost a year. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of gets to me. How it's getting to me how you see this murder. This nigga murdered him.
Right.
This nigga murdered this man. Murdered him in cold blood. Murdered him. And you get on air and try to blame it. First, he do what everybody do. They just try to come up with some type of dirt.
First, they blame the victim
for time, and then they blame him for being mentally challenged, mental health issues. You see what I'm saying? I'm like,
it's crazy though. But it's crazy how he gets murdered, and they want to blame mental health. It's mental health. But then one of them crazy right-wing nuts walk up in a grocery store and kill a bunch of folks and record and live stream it, then they'll come back with the same thing. Oh, it's mental health. Well, wait a minute. Okay. So are we supposed to have some compassion for the murderer who got mental health issues, but no compassion for the victim who had mental health issues? And you still want to blame, you want to say both of them are the cause of because of mental health. But the guy who got killed and they said he had mental health issues, are we supposed to look at it like the other guy? You know, I mean, people are trying to call it the guy who killed him, trying to call him a hero. Yeah, as if he had said, even though this guy wasn't attacking anybody, he was expressing his frustration about his current situation.
Right. Exactly. You know? And bro, I keep saying this every time. People that ain't never been to New York, the shit that they say he was doing was like maybe 10% of the shit that I see on the normal. Way worse. Way worse.
Hell yeah.
Way worse.
Hell
you got motherfuckers that come on the train and get a niggas' faces like, yo.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got niggas like what, a couple months ago when it was like
and by niggas we don't just mean black people.
It's not just black people. It's melanated people, I guess.
It's all kind of people.
Right. But everybody's done what he didn't put his hands on nobody.
Right.
And I know how to choke a nigga out. You see what I'm saying? I know there are a lot of people know how to choke niggas out. I've never seen anybody, he's a Marine, so he's trained to choke a nigga out.
Without killing them.
Without killing them. Mm-hmm. Anybody could feel it. When he went limp, he should have stopped right there.
Right.
But he kept going.
Right. I mean, when we was little kids, cats used to grab each other and put folks to sleep, put them in a sleeper hole, but you wasn't killing nobody, man. I mean, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I mean, we were dumbass kids doing it, but just to be honest,
we didn't know.
Yeah, but you were a trained Marine. He knew how to put that hold on him,
and you know how to let it go.
Right. Because but here's the thing that's the worst part.
It's a guillotine. Once he went limp, you should have let him go.
Right.
He had to keep holding his ass.
Right.
He kept holding him. Like Derek Sherman. How you say
that? Yeah, Derek Chauvin.
Chauvin, yeah, just like he did. For like he kept holding him and kept holding him in chokehold. It's almost like he tried to do it. If he didn't try to do it, he knew that he was doing it.
Well, he knew that the man was going to become unresponsive, and when he did, he should have let him go.
Right.
The very second he became unresponsive.
He knew what he was doing.
And the two people that was holding the guy's hands, you know, there's been discussions about possibly even bringing charges against those folks too.
It shouldn't have even been no positive, because they was holding him. He was trying to get. They murdered him. All three of them motherfuckers.
Well, you definitely was an accomplice, but I think the other failing is that he came to the police station and they let him go. They let him go. Bro, if you show up somewhere and it's a dead body on the street and somebody's standing next to him with a bloody knife in his hand, you're not letting him go.
Right.
If I show up and if I'm a police officer and you show up and somebody's dead and everybody's like, he did it, you're not going to be like, oh, he was acting a little wild, so you killed him. Okay, you can go. Like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, the price on a human life is just so low at this point.
Let me find it. Right after that, when they let that man go, he sent a message to let everybody know, oh shit, you could fuck the homeless up and get away with it. Because Eric Adams been since he been in office, been trying to use the NYPD to forcefully put who y'all talking about? What's up, Keish?
What's up?
We talking about Nut Hugger,
Eric Adams, mayor of New York.
Adams. Yeah, left swinger. But
he's not getting reelected. If they reelect that dude, I'm gonna be like Trump. It's rigged. I'm sorry. There's no way you can be as horrible as a mayor.
He pissed off too many people. He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't point at nothing and say, and he can't point at anything and say, "Here's an improvement that I've made since I've been mayor."
Right. I think he got a vendetta against homeless people.
Well, you know, he was a transit cop.
Well, maybe somebody had did something to him, and he got like PTSD from the shit or something.
Well, you know,
he had, because he's trying to forcefully get out with, like, say if you see somebody on the train, he trying to get to where, like, if they homeless or whatever, and they look like they need help, that they can forcefully get them and take them somewhere.
Yeah, and put them into a mental institution. But you gotta keep in mind, he's a politician. He's wants donor money, and if he's got rich donors that live in New York, and they say, "I'm tired of these homeless folks," I'll take care of it.
We're gonna call this nigga Tarzan.
You know, but I mean, they literally, you know, those politicians literally work for whoever holds the purse strings. See what I'm saying? They work for whoever holds the purse string.
Right.
If you running for you the mayor of New York City, that means a lot of powerful people got behind you to put you in that spot.
And he's
that's
trying
who
to
his
clean up
constituent-
New York City.
That's who his constituency is, the money.
Mm-hmm. That's
what
why
I'm
he's
saying?
trying to do what he's trying to do.
His constituency is Park Avenue, Madison Avenue, Up West Side. That's his constituency. He is not concerned about the neighborhoods in Queens where he came out of. It's not his concern. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you that's the real life ghost. Live ghost, this motherfucker, boy.
He said a real live ghost.
A real live ghost.
Saying he got a locker somewhere with all his black clothes and his unmarked weapons he go and pull out when he need to handle some business.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people in New York gonna watch Power and got themselves a little hyped up thinking it was Ghost. Don't let a TV character get you fucked off out here. It's real life going on. They don't get to rewrite the script. And hell, even Ghost's own kid killed him, so that ain't something you want to aspire to be. Speaking of Power, bro, Power Book 2, Ghost, I saw the last episode, bro. That shit done turn crazy.
I need to go ahead and get on it with my son.
Yo, man, that shit. And it's so crazy because I thought they came out like every Thursday or Friday, so I've been looking for the new one. The joint came out. I don't know if it's a writer's strike or if that was. They didn't say it was a season finale, but it looked like a season finale. I don't want to give it away, but if you a Ghost Power 2 Book 2 person that watch that shit, catch up. It's bananas. I've been watching a lot of TV lately. I've been either studying or watching TV. I've been watching this show called Love and Death on HBO. It's about this woman, Candy Montgomery, who started. She's a church lady singing the choir. She in a little book group, little study group. She in a little creative writing group, and she'd be doing baking pies and just little. I'm talking about this is in the 60s, 70s, like the 70s. Little, Midwestern housewife, little timid thing, little glasses on or whatever. But she was bored. She's bored. She was like, I want more. And she became attracted to the husband of another church member, actually a friend of hers. Mm-hmm. So she approached the dude and was like, I want to have an affair. You down with that? And the first dude was like, what? Candy, you tripping? Then he was like, well, I don't know what you talking about. So they started meeting and whatnot. But Candy's wife was like, she saw something was going on. And his wife, she had postpartum from a previous baby. Long story short, Candy ended up killing the wife. And the crazy part about it is, right, when they go there and do their whole investigation, the whole time she like babysitting her kid. Her daughter, Candy's daughter and this woman's daughter, best friends. They spend the night at each other's houses. They go to events together and all this shit. And she went over to the house to pick. She was actually babysitting the daughter again. She was spending the night over there with her friend. So she slid over to pick up. Now keep in mind, she'd been sleeping with this woman's husband, but they had broke up or whatever for about 8 months. So she slides over to pick up the swimsuit for the kid. Like, go take a swim practice. She's gonna spend the night. We're gonna go see a movie, then take her swim practice tomorrow. She slides over, and the wife just looks at her and she's like, Candy, you having an affair with my husband? And she's like, no. She was like, did you have an affair with my husband? And she's like, yeah. Oh, girl snaps. Goes in the back to get an axe. Comes back with an axe, like, yo, you can't have him. About to have another baby. Da. And so she's like, I want you to stay away from my family, stay with me. Don't come back around here no more, blah, blah. Candy's like, hey, okay, I'm sorry. No problem, blah, blah. Then, girl goes into the goes back in there to get the swimsuit or whatever. Candy goes into the laundry room to get the swimsuit. The girl's going to get a towel. Now they still being cordial with each other even after all this little drama. Finally, little girl snaps and was like, you know what? I gotta kill you. I can't let you take my husband. I gotta kill you. I'm sorry. They get to struggling with the axe. Candy's toe gets cut, and next thing you know, Candy hacking this woman up. This is a true story. This is a true story. This happened in Wiley, Texas in 1971. Nice little picket fence town, blah, 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 blah. First murder in this town in like 25, 30 years. Mm-hmm. And it's the most gruesome shit ever because when they find the body, her husband had went on a business trip. And she was there with the baby, and the older daughter was spending the night at Candy's house. So after Candy killed this woman in the laundry room, she takes the swimsuit goes back to the church social, picks up the kids, take them to the movies the next day, take the girl to practice. But this man steady calling his wife, and she ain't answering the phone. He called a name. He even called Candy, like, yo, you talk to Betty? She was like, yeah, I talked to her. I picked up swimsuit. She was fine. I'm like, yo, this bitch is psycho. Fucking whole thing rolls down. Finally, the cops get clear. And the husband, they question the husband, because you know when a wife gets murdered, the husband first suspect. And he tells the whole deal, blah, blah. And then they ask him, like, was your wife having an affair? And his wife had an affair, but they had got over it and were moving on. And did you have an affair? He was like, no. He's in bed. And like, this is after the body's been discovered and all this. He's back home. And his conscience killed him. He picks up the phone, calls the sheriff. He's like, yeah, I wasn't completely truthful with y'all. Yeah, I was messing around with Candy. So he told her. Then they bring Candy in. She's steady sticking to the script. No. They're like, yo, we know the whole deal. Long story short, I don't want to ruin the movie for nobody, but it's real. It's a true story. You got to see it. She gets off on murder. She gets off on self-defense. Gets off on self-defense. She still, her and her daughter has like some type of company together now out west. Her husband went off and married somebody else. I was just like, yo, this is the wildest shit. But I watched 3 episodes of this before I realized that this was the series version of a movie I had watched called Candy, starring Jessica Biel. And so the one in the series is being played by the Olsen twins' big sister, the one that plays Scarlet Witch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so she's playing Candy, and Jessica Biel's playing Candy. So for me, it's like watching the 2 people playing the same role, and I'm trying to figure out who did it best, because trust me, Jessica Biel's character as Candy, she was mad crazy too. Like they all got this little like this hometown little church lady book, you know, whatever. But somewhere in their head, they got it okay that it was okay to do what they was doing. And even further, after committing a murder, she was able to go back to the church, work with the kids.
Super psychotic.
Yo, bro. And I'm talking about without busting. I mean, she was a little nervous. Don't get me wrong. She was a little nervous, but dude, most people would have ran or done something, like got out of town. Like, yo, shorty just kept right on living her life. Big cookies, the whole shit. Like she was wild. I was like, you gotta watch this shit. Well, if you get a chance, the movie's called Candy, and it's starring Jessica Biel, and the series is called Love and Death on HBO. If you can't, watch both of them, because it gives you like different insights. So I'm not really ruining the story, because you can Google it, it's a real story. But if you watch them both, you get different insights as the events. You get one of them, you get more of a kind of a view from her husband, and the husband she cheated with, from their perspective, and the other one you get it more from Candy's perspective. Both crazy as fuck. But when you watch it, it's just like I don't know if you ever seen, I can't remember the name of this movie. I think it was Snake Eyes or something with Nicolas Cage. One of those movies where it was a assassination attempt in Vegas. In the movie, the way the movie is shot, they show you different perspectives from all the people who were on the scene. So you start off with the detective, and it's like the movie keeps starting over, but from each person's perspective. So watching these 2, and I'm a movie buff. My son's a videographer and in the film and stuff. And I pushed to work in the movie theater. I ain't never worked in movies, but I've always been a film person, big on visuals, costuming, lighting. I just like to see how I'm a creative person, so I like to see that shit. You watch these 2 joints, it is literally like watching 2 different movies about the same thing. I mean, that's what the fuck it is. But one's a series, one's a movie. But when you see the perspectives that the directors chose to go from, it's like if you watch them both, it's like if you put it all together to get the whole picture. Right. It's fucking bananas, bro. It's fucking. I probably ruined it for anybody that wanted to see that shit, but y'all need to check out Love and Death.
It'll be all right. It shall be all right.
I'm like my mom. If my mom walk in and you watch something, she be like, "Oh, this is so good. I love the part when." She don't give a fuck. She just tell the whole shit right there. She don't give a damn. She tell the whole story right there in front of you. Shit. Yeah. Man, that's just speaking of crazy. This AI shit. This shit has got people in a fucking panic. Well, I'll put it like this. You got some people that are in a panic, but that's because they're watching other people that are peddling panic.
Right.
They are really peddling panic because they always go, "Oh, AI, this you're gonna lose, gonna destroy all these jobs." But if you download my ebook, you can find out. I was just like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram I had you fucked up, and they must have changed Instagram or something because it's. I mean, I know it's owned by Facebook, but it's starting to like function like Facebook a lot. I'm seeing a whole lot of shit I don't follow from a whole lot of people I don't follow. A lot of shit pulling on, and it's like. I don't know if it's like when Twitter switched up and started doing this thing where if I follow you and you follow somebody and you comment on their shit, I see it because you commented on it,
Right.
not because I follow. This Instagram's kind of starting to do that. I don't know if it's algorithm or however they do that shit.
Shit, it's Facebook.
It's Facebook, and I was tired of Facebook, and I'm really about to be tired of Instagram, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm only on here because I'm G-Mac the boss, baby.
Gotta promote.
Yes.
Twitter, even though people talk shit about it, Twitter still, I don't, folks, Elon Musk took over. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be.
Oh, he's not. Did you hear? He's not over Twitter anymore.
Well, he's still on it. He's just gonna let somebody else be CEO and run it.
Right.
He's bringing this woman in that's gonna run it, and people are hoping that it's gonna be a little more tame or whatever. But I think the changes that he's made, or at least the freedoms he's allowed, I don't think they're going anywhere.
Right.
I really don't. And I still don't understand people that's paying for blue checks. The fuck's wrong with y'all? Y'all niggas paying for blue checks. Like
same thing as niggas paying for stars on what is it, Instagram or whatever? No.
Right, whatever that shit is, yeah. Anything for clout.
Right.
Anything for clout.
Gratification.
But it's the easiest group of people to sell something to are folks that feel like they don't. I've always felt like I was important, so I didn't have a need to go purchase it.
Right.
That's one of the benefits of being a narcissistic asshole. So anyway, that being said, man, let's play some music.
I guess that's why we two peas of a pod.
It takes two narcissistic assholes to let you know.
The same narcissistic asshole myself. Yo,
right.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oops. Yo, y'all, we'll be right back. I'll play this video, see what I'm saying? Oh boy, I like this little video. Rock Town, stand up, baby.
HoodTech presents
Go.
the HoodCast.
We'll be right back, y'all.
We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, and we soldiers. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, and we soldiers. We soldiers in the way without the camouflage. On that man shit, ride with the fucking entourage. My lyrics ammunition, lunching at you in a barrage. You better be just like a truck, get the hell out of Dodge. So when it's one time, we on the battlefield like platoon. Master P, we all bout it from the womb to the tomb. Busting out the barricades, niggas coming out the trenches. Ain't ready for anything, got the tools like the wrenches. On top of the game now, got this shit in straight command. Know you checking the apparel in the way we rep the brand. Coming from the land, we was raised up in that combat. I'm talking about them Arkansas streets, made it out of the 80s. It's a fact, everybody's a soldier that's on board. We move and act together, dog, all in one accord. Mount Everest colossal, we about to do this shit large. My nigga run a tight ship, so salute, Sarge.
The whole clique full of spitters, official hard hitters. Ain't no capping with this rapping, ain't no stopping the militia. You mad? What's the issue? We certified gorilla with a touch of blue nose. We the monsters of the litter. Let's take it back to rapping, bringing fan satisfaction. Them gimmicks a distraction. Over here, we bout that action. This is trigonometry, you add and subtraction. Curving all you snitches and your goofy interaction. Line you niggas up, we gon' feed you to the crackin'. I hear your lips moving, but your niggas still slacking. This is Rocktown, we some Arkansas assassins. Critics wrote us off, but now they all on the wagon. We keep them thumpers cock spitting fire like a dragon. Niggas think they ghosts, but they spit it with no passion. Rappers wearing dresses and you niggas call it fashion. You thuggin' sucking dicks in a room in the mansion.
We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, and and we soldiers. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, yeah. We still soldiers. We rolling like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah. And we soldiers. Them niggas know we bout to shine bright neon, picking them suckers off a cornerback like I'm Dion. We bout to get it hot just like the summer in June. Got haters scared and shit, covering up just like a cocoon. Like 50 Cent, many men be hating and they still plot. I got that sniper blow when I get to spin the kill shot. We was trained for this dog like we up in Bangkok. That be like, what the fuck is going on? What the blood clot? Face muddied on the ground, moving swiftly through leaves. Steven Seagal, we bout to take the rap game under siege. They yelling Mayday, it's over for them, nah I mean. We stay connected and we rolling on them like the 18. It ain't the same, we gon' different levels, two different leagues. No camouflage, but we gon' do this dressed up in the fatigue. The wait is over, motherfuckers, Ryder gave us the nod. It's time to hold our post player, every G on the squad. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, yeah. We still soldiers, we rolling like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah. And we soldiers, we don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, yeah. We still soldiers, we rolling like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah. And we soldiers, we still 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 soldiers.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, trying not to let the pressure press me into deep regression. Trying not to see a trial that's truly a blessing. Trying not to speak in negatives. Trying to see beyond what's in my eyelids. I'm trying to take a deep dive in. Try to know that my blackness by nature comes with taxes. Pathologies come with being tilted off your axis. You wanna know how far off? Just look at what rap is. And down south there's even double meanings to what the trap is. All my years, all my tears, all my fears have been recognized. At least so far, so it's hard for them to be weaponized. So many of us paralyzed to what the light might do to our disguise. So I just wanna keep it live, let the music ride, get the people high for the rest of development one more time. About to let out screams like the unborn kind. It's about to be shown to the world for the first time.
When you know you got flame in the game, in a catalog of flames, no shame is a vibe, ain't it? You roll with the glow that they're trying to overthrow. It's a known, yeah, it's hard to describe it. We know it's alright, we've been thieves in the night, rocking everyone inside while the suckers taking pride. And we always keep it live, everybody says hi, keep it in the light, it's a vibe, ain't it? I know, baby, I know, everybody's catching that vibe. Everybody knows, everybody knows.
Life is like a camera, so let me suggest this, kid. Focus, shoot and develop for negatives. The picture, it ain't clear after you gave it all you got. Ain't no need to stress it, y'all just take another shot. Misguided minds just by design will try to find the slightest kind of spike designed to fight your grind. You got that little too small feeling, it's just trite. I got that little Duval living my best life. Positive visions when you try to picture me. Conscious about my people still a slight pimping me. And even though at time the road's quite slippery, just know that you're not gonna deprive just for me. Shut that, the power, we fight physically. You don't understand, we fight literally. Hope it's not a strategy, that's my epiphany. If you don't see it, then hey, we just vibe differently.
When you know you got flame in the game, in a catalog of flames, no shame is a vibe, ain't it? You roll with the glow that they're trying to overthrow. It's a known, yeah, it's hard to describe it. We know it's alright, we've been thieves in the night, rocking everyone inside while the suckers taking pride. And we always keep it live, everybody says hi, keep it in the light, it's a vibe, ain't it? I know, baby, I know, everybody's catching that vibe. Everybody knows the vibe, yeah. Everybody's got that thing that's rocking inside, and everybody's got
that thing.
It's that vibe. Yeah. We have returned, everybody, to the third and late final segmento. We are back. Well, I'm back. I don't know about Biggs, but I'm here for y'all. I am here. Biggs, there you go.
I'm back, bro. I had to check my volume. I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Bam.
Yo, well, welcome back. Third and final segment, HoodCast 352. Yeah.
52. My beard is looking scruffy as fuck on here tonight.
Hey.
I'm drinking soda. That's why I'm burping. I'm like a dirty old man at a barbecue.
Well, world. Hey, there's something that, oh my gosh, just get to me. We got to get back on this Jordan Neely shit because I just saw an article which kind of angers me.
Triggered her.
Very much angers me. It was a breaking news article that came out 10 hours ago that says donors rush to thank Daniel Perry for killing Jordan Neely as online fundraiser generates millions.
That's fucking bananas, bro.
So he choked him out. For his defense, they started a GoFundMe. And right now,
who started to GoFundMe though? I didn't read the article. Was it his lawyers or his family?
It doesn't say contributors.
Cause see, that's one of them things where people see something in the news, they'll start to GoFundMe for some shit that ain't got nothing to do with them, and then they run off with the money.
Right.
So you might think hell, Trump's boy, Bannon. Remember they had to, build the wall fund. While this thing was out on luxury yachts and kicking it, they had their donors pumping millions of dollars into this fund they thought was to build a wall, only to find out they were scamming them people. And he got, didn't he get convicted for that shit? He got caught up. Yeah. They wasn't building no fucking wall. They was just getting money. Just getting money.
And then, this is crazy. I just, flip through shit while we're on the break. And this shit is actually crazy. I'm skimming through it. Ron DeSantis.
Or as Trump likes to call him, de-sanctimonious.
This motherfucker tweeted a tweet. When was this?
Oh, I know it's crazy. Go ahead.
This was yesterday. You know the tweet I'm talking about?
No, I didn't see it. I avoid
this tweet, and this is what he tweeted. We must defeat the Soros-funded DAs, stop the left pro-criminal agenda, and take back the streets for law-abiding citizens.
Dude, George Soros gets blamed for everything.
We stand with the good Samaritans like Daniel Penny.
Yeah.
Let's show this Marine America got his back.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand for him. That's pretty on brand. This same guy that told us that they didn't need to teach Black history because it had no educational value.
My God, dude.
I'm telling you, we are in the last.
Even the slut Candace Owens.
The slut Candace.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
God don't like to talk about Candace.
Had no sympathy for Neely. Of course you don't, because she's above people that are homeless. Yo, they really did something here, bro. It did in every article I see, they say the New York NYPD took him in, questioned him, and let him go without no charge. So that's letting people know right there. Oh, vigilantism.
Yeah, everybody want to be Batman.
Anything. I can understand if he was on that motherfucker, but shit, at least Batman, he be fucking motherfuckers up. That's like
he don't kill them.
Doing drug shit. This motherfucker just hollering, going through the damn subway. I can understand if he was slapping somebody or whatever. That's one.
Yeah, if he was attacking somebody, I can see you. But even then, attacking somebody, you don't have the right to murder somebody.
Right.
If your life is not in danger and somebody else's life is not in imminent danger, you are not justified. That is not self-defense.
If somebody was physically hurt somebody and he killed them, that would be kind of self-defense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, if you aren't in imminent danger and you aren't protecting someone else who's in imminent danger, it's not self-defense. See what I'm saying? Like if you come down the subway and you see a motherfucker straight pull a knife trying to stab somebody, and you pop their ass off, you know what I'm saying? You did what you had to do to save somebody's life.
Right.
If somebody's coming at you with a knife or whatever, and you defend yourself and you kill them in the process, then you defending yourself. But somebody having a bad fucking day, and he was just being annoying and loud, and even if he was afraid, because you know, even in the self-defense rule, if you're afraid, you need to try to remove yourself from the situation.
Right.
That person pursues you, that's another thing.
Right.
But you can't walk, you can't be on the train like, oh, this guy gets on, oh, he's all loud and he's crazy. I didn't know what he was gonna do, so I went on and snuffed him out. No.
Right.
It's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I hate to say, but it's like a majority of these people that are behind this guy are like, want niggers to die.
They want poor people to die. They want liberals to die. They want
especially black poor people.
They want anybody that they don't think is on their side of the table to die. And you got black folks on that side of the table too. That's the thing. See,
right, Eric Adams.
But see, here's a tricky part. Well, I wouldn't even put Eric Adams in there. Eric Adams is a piece of shit politician. You know what I'm saying? Enough people started screaming about arrest this guy. He was like, all right, we got to arrest him because my constituency is saying that. And I just can't let this slide. What's it going to look like when I get ready to run for re-election? I just let somebody get murdered on the train.
You might as well not say nothing at all if that's the case.
But I mean, like I say, you got folks of all, as Trump would say, you got good people on both sides. you literally have not just white people, not just whatever, black people. It's not like now people want to play it that way. You gotta remember, people want to play it that way. There's some people who they make a living off of race bait. That's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do. Now, history is history. We know who did what, when, and where. You know, and if our third co-host was here, she would reference the mountains of Caucasus and the Mayo Sapiens, as she usually does. I'm telling you, I got to get that on a t-shirt. And like I said, how to get your polite racism off 101. But it is not a matter of black and white. It is really about who really understands what freedom is and who wants to restrict your freedom. Republicans always say, we want small government. We don't want government telling us what to do. But then they're the first ones to try to tell you what to do with your body as a woman. What to do with in terms of your sexuality.
You can't sleep with and who you can't sleep with.
What books you can read. They want to use government power. What they mean is they want to use government to tell people who don't agree with them and the people who have a lifestyle that they don't agree with. They want to tell them what to do, but they don't want anybody to tell them what to do.
Right.
Which is funny because they are also some of the, and I'm talking about not white people, I'm talking about these Republican politicians.
Right.
And not even, I hate to say it, man.
The whole system, bro.
Yeah, Democrats ain't too clean either. Democrats ain't clean either because they do their share of race baiting as well. You know what I'm saying? When they come out, everybody uses what they know is going to trigger their base.
Right.
So whatever's going to trigger your base, that's what they pump up. They really do. That's what they do. That's what they do. Whoever putting the money in the plane, that's who's running the government. See what I'm saying? Now the corporations and these, as I do, what's his name? I can't think of. I always think of him as the aardvark from Pink Panther. Oh, wiggin' ass and biggin' ass. Bernie Sanders, as Bernie Sanders was saying.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's really the rich and powerful using these things to trigger everybody else.
Right.
You ever wonder how such a small group of people can control such a large population? It's easy when you got them fighting among themselves. They don't notice that. Right. As long as you fighting among yourself, you're not gonna notice that both of y'all getting fucked.
Right. And
tax code fucks everybody.
And two, humans are easily programmable.
Exactly. We used to have 30 major entertainment and media venues. Now we got 3 record labels. All the networks are owned by the same fucking companies.
Right.
You only got 6 big corporations that own all the communications.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they going to pump and promote? Whatever serves their interests.
Right.
I hate to say it, but it is really kind of, and it's so crazy because companies, the behavior of the company will change with the change in leadership at those companies. Now, granted, you got some companies going to be assholes regardless. because they want you to buy their products.
Right.
But you will have sometime you will get leadership that is compassionate, that has some humanity left. It's not much on the corporate ladder. Trust me, they step on everybody to get to $1 and keep their shareholders happy. But occasionally someone comes into a leadership position that's like, you know what? Some of this shit ain't quite right. They usually don't stay in that job too long, though.
Right.
You never noticed that? You like, oh, so-and-so just quit. Man, he just got there 18 months. Why is he leaving? He found out we was evil. He figured out
there's no profit in peace.
They found out that we was remember the show? I think you used to watch it, Mr. Robot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you found out about the Evil Corp. It was the Evil Corp. He was like, oh shit, these niggas see, but I gotta get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just what it is, man. Just what it is. But ain't no politician, no corporation, no billionaire's gonna save you. You got to save yourself. Superman is not fucking coming. Who's this?
Right.
He's not coming. Superman is not coming to save us, y'all.
Right, because I think Superman is gone and he's gonna be black coming back.
Black coming back.
Or black Superman.
Back. Angry the motherfucker. Red beaming everybody. Man, let's get to these random statements, bro. We running
all right, bro. Yo, you first, my nigga. You first.
All right. Education is something that no one can ever take away from you. But remember, there's school learning and there's also knowledge. Knowledge and education are not necessarily the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Taught me something. Yeah, okay. I really don't pretty much per se have a random statement world. All I just say is gotta promote our shit. Hey, check the Merc out.
Merc.
www.hoodtechproductions.com. New merchandise is being added soon. So we would love your support. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And your money.
And your money.
We love your money.
Help us help you.
Please.
Donate. And make sure y'all get on the if you aren't already subscribed to our YouTube, come rock with us over there. You can always stop through and watch the old episodes. Go back to some of the old episodes. We got to start having some quizzes and give away some shit.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna create what's called the Hood Tech. Oh shit, I just forgot that fast, y'all. I'm sleeping. The Hood. Who?
Tell us about us.
I said, I'm gonna create what's called the Hood Tech Treasure Hunt. The right sponsor's gonna do it. When I do, we're gonna give away some big bucks, y'all.
Some big bucks.
Big bucks.
Can't give away too many big bucks. We need some of those for ourselves too.
That's what that right now.
Keep some of them bucks. We get the little bucks.
Oh man, that's what we for you. Until Thursday, where we would like to thank y'all once again. I'm gonna have to put a little graphic to click and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, click and subscribe. You know, Facebook, follow us. You know what I'm saying? We follow back.
Twitter,
Instagram.
follow us on Twitter, the HoodCast.
And actually, we got a little crowd on Twitch. Twitch be fucking with us. The gamers be fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'll be on them games too. We're gonna do some tournaments and stuff too, y'all. You know, we get into the future. It's already for the be 2024.
Real quick. But if you, like I said, hit us up. G-Mac's living over there on Twitch and Facebook. He's on there. I'm heavily on Twitter, so holla at us.
Just hit us up, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Everybody, have a very, very, very hood day.
Peace.
Have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.